Hey, welcome to another episode of Live, Think, Grow. My name is 𝘰𝗶𝗹𝗱 and I help female coaches and lightworkers become full-time and thriving using spiritually infused mindset, marketing, and sales strategy. Welcome, I'm so happy you're here, and get excited because on today's episode, I am going to be sharing with you 6 impactful lessons I learned this year that made me a better coach. And it's obviously very fitting that I'm doing this episode with 2020 coming to a close. And let us just stop for a second and take note that this has been a shit show of a year. No matter who you are or where you live in the globe, this has definitely been a year of awakening to many different things in your life. And I'm not just saying on a conscious collective level either, also on a personal level. And so part of that, knowing that we're all going through this crazy year, I have really taken a moment and stopped and reflected on what this year has brought me that has actually allowed me to be a better coach. Reflect on how you've progressed as a person, because the way in which you've progressed directly translates to how you show up as a coach. Remember, I talk about this a lot, but your personal and spiritual journey and your entrepreneurial journey are literally the same journey. So when things happen to you yourself that allow you to become a better version of you, well, guess what? It also allows you to be a better coach. So while I go through the 6 impactful lessons that I've experienced, I hope this inspires you to do the same before 2021 comes full speed ahead. And one last thing before I share with you these 6 lessons, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe below. I have new videos every Thursday giving you free mindset and business tips to help you become full-time and thriving. Okay, let's dive right in. Lesson number 1 that I learned is you are always worth the investment. So exciting news, but I'm wrapping up 2020, hitting 6 figures in my first year of business. And I know I would not be able to be here right now had I not continued to invest time, energy, and money into myself and my personal and business growth. So that is something that the universe proved to me over and over again, because with every business mentor that I invested in, I would see my investment times 3, times 4, times 5 return back to me. So carrying this over into 2021, I know as I continue to grow and scale that I definitely will follow this rule in my life, continuing to invest in myself and also pass on that wisdom to you. So if at all you're in your business and you're like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere, that could be a lesson that maybe would be worth you exploring as well. Lesson number 2 is mindset is the root of success. So there was a very profound book that I read at the beginning of my business journey about a year and a half ago that really helped me get my mindset in order before I started this journey of mine. And that is called Code of the Extraordinary Mind. It's by the owner of Mind Valley, in case you're interested in reading that. But what this book taught me is literally the power that you have to create any reality you want. Everything starts in the mind. And think about this from a spiritual level as well. Like, we are our thoughts. Our thoughts become our actions. Our actions become our reality. So if you do whatever you need to do to ensure that you are constantly being aware and reprogramming your mind of beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, you bet your bet you're going to become successful. It's literally inevitable. So with my success I've seen this year, had I not 1,000% believed that I was going to be successful, same, I wouldn't be here where I am now. Which brings me to number 3. Abundance and spirituality do not have to be mutually exclusive. So this was a really big belief pattern that I had to break through, this idea that I cannot be spiritual and connected to spirit and make a ton of money. And lucky for me, I was able to blast through that limiting belief quite quickly. And now it's part of my job to help inspire you to do the same. Because I think we get caught up in this idea of like, oh, but if I'm going to be of service of others, I can't charge for that. And I'm here to tell you that money is an energy, just like anything. And you are worthy and deserving of making money doing something that you love and that comes from your entire heart and being. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that's something that I've learned myself and that I've passed on to all of my clients who've worked with me this year. And it is just so incredibly powerful to see the way that you light workers emerge when you are reminded that you can get paid to also help people. Number 4, and I think all of you are gonna agree with this one, but you never know what life is going to throw your way. Especially with the whole Corona deal this year, you know, I thought I was gonna be traveling to Brazil and I had all these trips planned, but the universe had other plans. I came home, where I'm home now for the holidays, came home, stayed here for 5 months. It was definitely not easy, but it was also beautiful getting to spend time with family and a beautiful reminder that you just never know what is going to happen in your life. And so that's where this beautiful reminder as well, to just be present and just trust that you are on the right path. The universe is always serving you. I can promise you that much. Number 5, you can create and change a lot in 1 year. This one's super exciting to tap into because, as I've shared, I've hit 6 figures in my first year of business. And 1 year ago, guys, 1 year ago, I had 2 part-time jobs and was just wishing and dreaming of this life that I'm now living. And so don't ever for a second doubt how much you can do or change in 1 year. If you would have told me 1 year ago that all of this would have happened, I probably would have believed you because I really did do the mindset work before, but I would have been very excited and surprised. And so don't pigeonhole and think oh, my life can't change that much in 1 year. Take it from someone who's lived it. It definitely can. And last but not least, the 6th impactful lesson that I learned this year that helped me be a better coach is everything is always working in my highest favor. Likewise to you, everything is always working out in your highest favor. Because here's the thing, even through all the confusion and the frustration and the tears and everything that I had to go through, all of it served me in being the woman and coach that I am today. So no matter what you're going through in your life, personally or professionally, when you trust that everything is working out in your highest favor, you allow yourself to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride that is life. Now, thank you for making it all the way through this video. I hope that you have an amazing holiday, a wonderful new year, and I will see you next Thursday for another episode. Until then, happy living.